Hello, on to the FA Cup quarter-final matches now. So there was 4 of them in the quarter-finals. Got Norwich against Manchester United, got Sheffield United against Arsenal, Leicester against my Chelsea team, and also Newcastle against Manchester City. That, take off my jersey now as well too. So you can see, got the Chelsea top, my team, who is in action. So I'll give you a bit of a guideline, or overview, I should say, of how the teams have managed to get to the stage. So all the Premier League sides since 2005-2006 season, so it would have been nice to see some Championship, League 1, League 2, etc. make it to the stage, but none of that, all Premier League teams, so pretty boring stuff on that aspect, but, you know, Chelsea, my team, with the only opportunity of winning a trophy this season needs to happen. So for Newcastle, and the third round, got a 1-1 draw against Rochdale from the third tier before a 4-1 victory in the replay. In the fourth round, they got a 0-0 draw against Oxford, a third division side as well too, before winning 3-2 in extra time. And then the last round, a 3-2 victory against West Brom, who are a Championship club side there. So pretty easy ties, but they made a big meal out of it. 5 games out of a 3-round scheduling situation there. And considering there was no replay in the 5th round, that's the maximum number of games they would have been able to play. And follow that up with the Manchester City 4-1 victory for them against Port Vale, 4th tier sides, 4-0 against Fulham, a Championship side, and a 1-0 victory against Sheffield Wednesday in the last round there. So Manchester City, they sit second in the table, 63 points. For Newcastle, 39 points there. Both clubs haven't really got too much to play for in the Premier League. Of course, Manchester City have now officially have no chance of winning the title, so the best they can do is get second. And for Newcastle, just be a mid-table type of club there. So they'll both be really focused on trying to somehow win a trophy. It's $12 for Newcastle, $6.50 for the draw, $1.14 for Man City. Head-to-head record, 72 wins for Newcastle, 68 for Man City, and 40 draws. Man City, 5 wins and 2 draws in the past 8 matches here. Should be pretty easy for Man City, even on the road. Going to go for a 3-0 scoreline. But each of these games have the opportunity of extra time and penalties if it goes that far. The next match I have for you is Norwich against Manchester United. So Norwich, in their third round, they got a 4-2 victory against Preston before defeating Burnley 2-1. And then defeated Tottenham 1-1 after extra time, and then 3-2 on penalty kicks. So good stuff for Norwich there. For Manchester United, 0-0 against Wolves, Premier League side, 1-0 on the replay. 6-0 win against Tranmere Rovers from the 3rd division, before a 3-0 win against Derby from the 2nd tier. So Manchester United, $1.30 to win, $4.50 for the draw, $7.50 for Norwich. Manchester United currently sit 5th place in the Premier League. And for Norwich, they sit down in the bottom, 20th spot, 21 points. So Norwich got it all to do to try and stay up. For Manchester United, they'll be trying to compete with my Chelsea team to close that 5-point gap for a Champions League position, but potentially 5th place might be enough anyway, with Man City currently being banned from the Champions League next season. But if that all fails, they still have Europa League to fight at and try and achieve. But with all that being said, and more to say actually, 39 victories for Manchester United, 17 for Norwich, and 15 draws, all-time record. Manchester United 7 wins in the past 8 matches. Seems pretty likely that they will be able to achieve the job. Going to go for a 2-0 victory for Manchester United. Next match is Sheffield United against Arsenal. So for Sheffield, their route started off with a 2-1 victory against AFC Flights, a 5th division side. A 2-0 win against Millwall from the 2nd division, before a 2-1 victory against Reading in extra time, a 2nd division side. So a bit of a struggle for them there. For Arsenal, 1-0 against Leeds from the 2nd tier, 2-1 against Bournemouth from the Premier League, and 2-0 against Portsmouth from the 3rd division. Also this match, it's 288 for Sheffield, 310 for the draw, 230 for Arsenal. Head-to-head record, 40 wins for Sheffield, 48 for Arsenal, 27 draws. Past 5, 2 wins each and a draw. Sheffield United currently sit 8th place on the table, 44 points. For Arsenal, they are 9th with 43 points. Arsenal did manage to defeat Southampton in the Premier League 2-0 on the road last time around. But in general, it's pretty rare for them to keep clean sheets on the road or even win the matches. Sheffield United have been having an impressive season after being promoted to the Premier League from last season there. But they started this restart pretty atrociously, but hopefully that all turns around in this match here. Going to go for Sheffield United to pull off a bit of an upset, 2-1 victory for them. And the last match, the big match, it's Leicester against Chelsea. So Leicester 26 wins, Chelsea 56, being 34 draws. 1 win and 3 draws for Leicester in the past 4 games. 3 draws being the last 3 games. For Leicester, they started off with a 2-0 victory against Wigan from the 2nd tier, 1-0 against Brentford from the 2nd tier, and a 1-0 victory against Birmingham from the 2nd tier. So they haven't faced the Premier League side this season in the FA Cup so far. For Chelsea, 2-0 win against Nottingham Forest from the 2nd tier, 2-1 against Hull City from the 2nd tier, and then the big one, 2-0 against Liverpool from the Premier League. Odds for this match, that's 275 for Leicester, 325 for the draw, 230 for Chelsea. Chelsea have been having an amazing restart there. We managed to defeat Manchester City to win the title, even though it was for Liverpool this time around. For Leicester, they're really clinging on to 3rd place now with 55 points. We're just 1 point behind in 4th place at the moment, but that should all change once we get to the end of the season. Obviously, got to go for my club Chelsea here, and a bit more in form as well too. Home advantage cancelled out because of the no fan situation, and we need to finally beat Leicester for the first time in a wee while as well too. Gonna go for a 3-1 scoreline here to conclude things. Feel free to put your thoughts, predictions in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and should be very interesting if any of these games go to extra time or penalty kicks for the added bit of drama. But if not, there should be some key moments that decides the fates of these clubs and determines who plays who in the semi-finals once they come around. Cheers.